Hurricanes are one of nature's most destructive forces. In America, each year we experience various numbers of hurricanes, as well as greatly varying intensities of these storms. The most devastating impact of these storms, however, isn't measured in wind speed, flood levels, property damage. Let's take a look at the 5 most deadly recorded hurricanes in America's history. Galveston Hurricane. On September 8, 1900, the city of Galveston, Texas was bludgeoned by one of the most powerful hurricanes to ever hit the United States. With windshields near 120 miles per hour, the storm brought with it a storm surge of over 15 feet. The citizens of Galveston were caught unprepared. Although an precise death toll from the storm is unknown, most estimates place the number of deaths at 8,000, making it the deadliest natural disaster in United States history. The Lake Okeechobee Hurricane. Starting in 1928, we are going to take a look at the most deadly hurricane to affect North America. The Lake Okeechobee Hurricane first formed on September 6 of this year. Here, it caused 1,200 fatalities before moving further northwest. At this point, the hurricane intensified to a Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 160 miles per hour. On September 13, this storm made landfall in Puerto Rico. There were 312 deaths recorded in Puerto Rico alone. Lake Okeechobee to overflow with 20 feet of floodwaters above ground. Here 2,500 people died of drowning in the floodwaters. The storm weakened tremendously at this point and moved further inland. No more recorded deaths were caused by this storm past this point. Hurricane caused a total of 4,079 deaths, of which 2,500 were citizens residing in America, making this the most deadly hurricane to contact North America. Hurricane Katrina. The next deadly hurricane we are going to look into is much more recent. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina left her fatal mark on 7 American states. Katrina began formation and destruction over the islands of the Bahamas. It quickly became a very intense Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 175 miles per hour here. In Louisiana, Katrina caused the majority of damage and fatalities. Fatalities were numerous, with 238 in Mississippi. This brings Hurricane Katrina's death toll to over 1,800 fatalities. Katrina's impact on the United States will be forever remembered, not only due to her fatality and destruction, but because of the massive amount of media coverage of this storm's path of devastation left in wake. The Caminada Hurricane. Our list of deadly hurricanes occurred in 1893. The Caminada hurricane was first noticed in the Caribbean Sea on September 27 as a tropical storm. Due to the time in history, and limited meteorological tracking abilities, the origin of this storm can only be speculated. By October 2, a Category 4 hurricane was what had become of this deadly storm. This same day, with wind speeds of 135 miles per hour, this hurricane made landfall in Louisiana, and from there moved east along the Gulf Coast, until moving inland over the state of Alabama. By the 4th of October, the Caminada hurricane reached the Atlantic Ocean, where it exhausted and scattered. The estimated death toll of this hurricane ranges from 1,100 to 2,000 fatalities, making this the 3rd most deadly hurricane in the history of North America. The Sea Islands Hurricane. Earlier in the hurricane season of 1893, the Sea Islands Hurricane formed on August 15 just off of the coast of Cape Verde. Sea Islands Hurricane was a Category 3, with wind speeds of 120 miles per hour. The hurricane continued to move north to impact South Carolina, and then continue its fatal journey up the east coast. The fatalities of this hurricane number around 1,000. Some estimates even reach closer to 2,000. This places the Sea Islands hurricane in fourth as one of the most fatal hurricanes in the history of the United States.